Hi guys, I'm back with another video for you today. This time it's a card making video. This one's a little bit different because I'm doing a voiceover after I've made the card. When we've done this previously, I've talked my way through the video with you, but I thought it might flow a little bit nicer if I done it all on camera and then done the voiceover after. So let's try and see sort of how it works. The image I'm colouring here is a Mo Manning image, so you can find it over at Mo's Digital Pencil. She's called Sparkler, and she's a newish one out. I think she came out last week, so the beginning of July. Really easy to colour actually. She's surprisingly sort of fast and easy to colour. My skin colours I'm using my Copic pens, as you can see. Skin colours I've chosen are E50, R00 and R11. And this skin combination is quite a new one for me actually. I tend to stick to the ones that you've seen me use before, but this combination is new and it's a little bit more pink toned, but I actually quite like it for a younger girl. Moving on to the dress now, I decided to go yellow. I haven't coloured in yellow for a long time, so I thought I'd give it a go. And the yellows I chose are Y11, Y13, Y15 and Y17. This image was done for day 2 of Kathy Rack's 30-day colouring challenge. Myself and my Facebook group are all playing along with that. It's an Instagram, well, it doesn't have to be Instagram. I think you can do it on Kathy's website as well, but it's an Instagram challenge where you just colour something every day. So as I say, this was my day 2 colouring. Yesterday I'd done an otter using the little lawn fawn otters. I had some new stamps and dies, so I played with those. But this was day 2. You saw there quickly I just done her flip-flops. That was just using just C0 pen, which was just to add a little bit of shading. So basically the bottom of the flip-flops are white with just a little bit of shading. Her hair, again, I'm trying a new colour combination here, and I do struggle a bit with this. I'm using E29, E35, E21 and E00. And I do, as I say, I struggle a bit with the hair. It's gone a bit patchy and I'm not that impressed with it. But then I get out my, as you see here, my Staedtler pens and just use the sort of chocolate brown colour Staedtler pen and put some detail in there, and I actually like the way that it turns out. It goes a bit darker than I imagined, but I like it. I generally do all of my images with dark brown hair. I just like the way that looks. I'm putting some ground in there. I like to, whenever I do an image, I always think it's important to make sure they're standing on something rather than just floating around. For this I use W3, W1, W0 and then a C0 just to blend it out a bit. Okay, I've gone on to making the actual card now. I've pulled out some Stampin' Up! Daffodil Delight cardstock, a piece of lovely patterned paper which is by Knitwits, part of their Be Lightful collection. And I've got a card blank from Craftwork Cards, which is a 148 by 148 square card. Now I want to keep this really simple. Personally, I like doing Mo's images with a really simple card and let the image just speak for itself and pop off the card. So I simply cut that down, mount it onto the yellow with a border at the top and bottom, and then do the same with the patterned paper. So it's really quite an easy card. So I'm sticking that onto the yellow, as I say, just leaving a little border at the top and bottom. I haven't particularly measured any of those borders, I'm just eyeballing it all to make sure that it looks right on the card. Sorry I'm a bit zoomed in here, I probably should have zoomed out a bit further, but you do get to see the whole card eventually. And I go to stick that down onto the pattern paper and then realise that I actually want it to be raised up. So I grab a piece of old packaging, a bit of chipboard, and use that to raise her up off the pattern paper. So I'm just cutting that down and then I'm going to adhere that on the back. Okay, so now I'm trimming down the floral piece to put onto the front of the card. side it needs a little bit more trimming, I think. I take it down just a little bit more so there's more white space at the top. Okay, so now I'm going to assemble all that, so I just flat stick the floral piece on. Take that over to the guillotine just to neaten it up a little bit. There's an edge there that's not quite straight, so I just trim that off. And then I stick her on top. And then I decide to give it a little bit more, a better look. I round the two bottom corners. I'm using the crocodile, the corner chomper, and using the 1/2 inch corner. I then remember that I haven't added any sentiment, so I pull out a stamp that I want to use. It's an old penny black one that I've got. That's called, sorry, I don't know what it's called. It says Wish Big. I don't know if it is called Wish Big, I don't know, but it's just a really old one that I've got, and I stamp that up in the top left corner using my VersaFine. And then lastly I add some clear stickles, just to add some sparkles coming out the end of her wand, and just push that down a little bit. I don't want it too raised, I just want sparkle to look as if it's, sprinkling out of her wand. And that's it, and then it's all done. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Quite a simple card, as I say. This colouring was just done for that challenge. Oh, here quickly, I'm just adding in some brown onto her eyes. I forgot that I hadn't coloured her eyes. But yeah, this card was made for day 2 of Kathy Rack's challenge, and I really like it. Nice simple card. You can't go wrong with a Mo Manning image. Thanks for watching.